So welcome back to today mathematics class. So in today's class we'll be discussing about logarithm. We shall be discussing about logarithm. So in the previous class we have been able to discuss that was the last week when we started. We discussed about the topic, we discussed about number-based system, and we also discussed about indices. Okay, we discussed about number-based system, we also discussed about indices. That is one of very thing that's very important. So in case you missed the previous class, so we are okay. In the previous class, I gave you an assignment. That indices, I gave you an assignment on indices. That was the assignment I gave you. So I gave you the assignment to solve the question. Okay, I solved the question. I gave you like 4 assignments where we discuss indices. Okay, when we discuss indices, that was the assignment I gave you. So guys, if you are just joining us, let's take today attendance. Let's take today attendance. If you're just joining us, let's take today attendance. That is very, very important. You know, the way we used to take our attendance, your name and where you're watching us from. That is how we take it attendance. So before we pick up this class, your name and where you are watching from. Let us know your name and where you are watching us from. Let us know your name and where you are watching us from. So please, that's one of very, very important. Your name. Share this live with your friend. Share this live with your friend. Share this live with your friends. Share this live with your friends. Your name and where I will share this for. Immediately it is 9:35. We start the class. Share the live with your friend. Share the live with your friends. Share the live with your friend. Share the live with your friend. So let's take today attendance. Let's take today attendance. That's very, very important. Let's take today attendance. That is very, very, very important. Your name and where you're watching us from, please. That is very, very important. If you're just joining us, please, your name and where you are watching us from. Your name and where you are watching us from, please. If you're just joining us, your name and where you are watching us from. Your name and where you are watching us from. That is one very, very important. So immediately you have 1 minute more to start a class. 1 minute more to start a class. Please let's check today attendance. That is very, very important. So okay guys, let's show up in the comment section. Let's show us the comment section your name and where you're watching us from. That one is very, very important. So let's show up in the comment section. Let's show us the comment section. So we can start the class now. I need to respond before I started the class. Can wait for the response of you guys. So we class. I'm waiting for the response for you guys so we can possess the mathematics class. So in the previous class, we discussed these indices, and that was last. We were able to give you a question to solve. Okay, we can give it a question to solve, and I give you this question 6. Okay, I gave you this question 6 to solve. I gave you this one as question 6 to solve, and I also give you this question 7 to solve, and I give you this question 8 to solve, and this question 9. That is 4 questions I gave you class for you to solve as a class 4. Some of you guys that submitted it, you made a mistake in some parts, so I was unable to solve it. Okay, I was unable to solve it, in which I have done, and also share it. I also share it. I share it to my Facebook page, which I've done that, and also share it to Facebook page. So if you have any question, if you have any question, please let me know. If you have any question, just let me know, please. If you have any question, let me know, please. If you have any question, let me know, please. If you have any question based on what you have taught last week, let me know, please. Let me know, please. If you have any question, let me know. Let me know if you have any questions before we pause this the live class. Please let me know. If you have any question, let me know. Let me know, please. So if you have any question, guys, let me know. So before we started the class, hello sir, hello sir. Okay, guys. So let's say what we have for you today. So let's go. This was question I saw question 6. I dropped the question 6, that is what I solved here. Okay, this question 6, you can do solution of question 6, you can see this question of question 6 I solved at this place. Okay, the question 6 I solved at this place. We have the question 6, and we have the question question 877. That is what I solved here. So I have the recorded video in which I do have our Facebook page. I will share it with you immediately ahead today mathematics lesson, and this is the question 8. This is the step-by-step solution to question 8, in which I've made a video, the recorded video on this question, and I will drop it in next immediately after this live class. So if you need it, that's what I do. I will drop the link to where you can get access to the recorded video on our Facebook page and also our YouTube page. You can also check it, and this is a solution to question, okay, question 9. Okay, this solution to question 9 as a correction, so you can check it. If you haven't got it now, you can check it. You can check it. If you haven't get it now, you can check the step-by-step solution. If you have any question, you can also let me know. That is very, very important. If you also have any question, you can also let me know. So let's take today attendance. If you're just joining us, let's take today attendance. That is one is very, very important. Let's take the attendance, your name and where you are watching us from. Now we'll be going to our main topic of today. It's just a period of introduction. So in the next 1 hour, we end the class for today. We'll be discussing about the topic that is very, very important. That is the logarithm. Okay, that's logarithm. That is the topic we'll be discussing on in this particular today live class. Okay, that's the topic we'll be discussing now in today live class. So if you're just joining us, do well to like and do well to like and share with your friend. So do it to like and share with your friends. If you're just joining us, please let's take today attendance. Let's take today attendance. Your name and where you're watching us from. That one is very, very important. This nature will be part of this attendance. Your name and where you are watching us from. Let's take the attendance. So we shall be discussing about logarithm. This topic is one of very important topic when you turn to mathematics. When you turn to the exam, this topic you cannot escape. And if you try to say that okay, you escape question on this topic, you cannot escape the question on this topic. Okay, you cannot escape question on this topic. This topic is a very wide, like the way indices. Okay, I have a lot of questions based on that indices, but I only saw few. I think I saw up to like 10 questions on that indices for you guys. The same thing I will also share also like 10 questions that so we have a lot of questions on this logarithm. which I'll be sharing with you in the group. And on our website, you can get a lot of access on this algorithm where we inserted a lot of questions from the WAEC past question, JAMB past question, and also NECO past question also under this algorithm. So that will help you in this upcoming examination. So let's look at the first thing we are going to be discussing today live class, and that is mostly we'll be focused on about the law of logarithm. Can you just echo that? Law of logarithm. That is what we are going to be discussing now. That is law of logarithm. That is what we are going to be discussing on this live class today. And we saw some example on the recording today. Now, when talking about logarithm, to solve a question of logarithm, it is very important to know the rules. It is very important to know the rules and the law that govern the logarithm. You can't just solve question under logarithm without knowing the rules. If you don't know the rules of logarithm, if you try to just solve the question randomly, you will definitely make a mistake when you're solving it. So let's discuss about the law of logarithm. The first law of logarithm, I will call it multiplication law of logarithm. Okay, I will call it what? Multiplication law of logarithm. If you have a log, okay, log of a, okay, let's say that we have log of a, okay, log of base. This a is a base. A log of base a of a number multiplies p multiplied by q. Okay, let's use p multiplied by q. If you have a question like this, that is a log of base a or log of a number that is p multiplied by q as example, or we have a base as what a here. So this one can also be written as what log of base a. We have pq is also the same thing as because we have pq and multiply together. With this expression, according to the law of logarithm, if you have a question like this in mathematics, if you have a situation like this in mathematics, the multiplication here will change to plus. That means that this p share this log of base a and this q share this log of base a, because this multiplication will change to positive. Okay, that will be plus. So that means that this p share this log of a, that is log of, okay, base a of p, okay, log of base a of p plus the second number, which is what? Q, that is log, okay, of a q. So that would be the answer. If you have expression like this, according to the law of logarithm, if you have expression like this should be your solution. It's either this pq or it's like p multiplied by this. These are called law of what? Of logarithm. Okay, this is multiplication law of logarithm. So if you are just joining us to take today attend us, okay, your name and where you're watching us from, your name and where you're watching us from. So let's go to the second law. I would like to let you know, if you're talking about the indices, I'm talking about logarithm rather. The second law I will also let you know is called division law of logarithm. It is called division law of logarithm. And this one states that if we have a log of base a and we have a number that is so open bracket, let me put that bracket, that is q, that is p, okay, let's say p divided by q, okay, let me use p divided by q. So if you have a expression like this, it may be in this part, or sometimes it may be written that we have a log of a of base a, we have p divided by q, okay. So it may be in this form. So according to the law of logarithm and this solution of this problem, this expression, it is given because this p it share this word logarithm and this k will share this logarithm. No division, it will change to minus. Okay, division will change to minus. So that means that we have a log, okay, of base a, okay, the p minus division here will change to minus as log of base a, okay, log of base a we have a q. So this expression now we have expression like this. Now we have expression like this in mathematics. If we have expression like this in mathematics, this will be the solution. Okay, and if we have expression like this in mathematics, we have division, this will be the solution of it. And if we have expression like this minus, this will be the solution of it. That is what division law of logarithm. So let's move to the third law. I would like you to know this third law because it's also very, very important law that you should also take note. This one is called power law of logarithm. This one says that if you have log of base a, okay, p raised power of q. Okay, log of base A, P raised power of Q. If you have expression like this, log of base A, P raised power of Q. So according to the law of logarithm, or this one sometimes there's a question. I saw some question in the JAMB examination. They may also visit as, let me say, a second one. If you have a spell like this that look like log of base A, P open bracket close bracket base power of Q. Then write it like this. It's almost the same thing as this. So this one means that this raising power, the index here will come to this part here. It's come to the back at the front of the logarithm here. We multiply by this one logarithm here. So that's going to be equal to this Q multiplied by the logarithm. We have a Q what? Like Q that is log of A base A of P. So when you have an expression like this, it's called power law of logarithm. Are we get it now? It is called power law of logarithm. Okay, it is called power law of logarithm. So this Q will come to this part. If you have any expression at the index here, will come to the back and multiply by this logarithm for the back, and this is why you have it there, and I have this P here and this A is written back. So if you have expression like this in mathematics, this will be the solution to this expression. I hope you are following the class. So let me introduce you the fourth law of the logarithm. This one is also very, very, very important. So this one, it is called unity, okay, of the same base of a number. So in textbook we call it unity or the same base. Okay, they are the number are the same base as the number. So if you have a log of base A and the number is also the same thing as A. If it is B and the number is the log of B base A, or log of A base A, or if you have a log of B base B, since this base and the number are the same, okay, the answer is equal to 1. I get now. The answer is equal to 1. So since this base and this base is A, the answer is equal to 1. That is just as simple as that. The answer is equal to 1. Now, if you have this expression here, we have the fourth one. This one that leads to the first one. So the fifth one rather. If you have the log, okay, log of 1 of A or base A. Since we have 1 here, the answer here is equal to what? This one is called unity. The answer is equal to 0. Again on. Since we have 1 here, the answer is equal to 0. See, the number here is equal to 1. The answer here is 0. Where this A is not equal, the value of A here must not equal to 1. Again, that's the condition here. The value of this A must not what equal to 1. So if you have expression like this, that is log of a, maybe you have a number and we have 1. The number here is a number. Okay, the number here is 1. The answer is automatically becomes what? 0. It also automatically will become 0. And also the sixth one that also very important, I would like to introduce to you guys. If you have a log, okay, we have log of base A is power, let's say base power of 2, okay. Let's say it's base power. Let me use as base power of n. Base power of n of a p. I get of a p. This base here is base power of this base here as an index. Okay, log of a number, log of p or base power of n. Again, so if you have this kind of expression in according to the law of logarithm, if you have this kind of expression according to the law of logarithm, this n, this power here will come to this power to be 1 over and to be 1 over n. I get now it will be 1 over n, where this one to be what? Log of base A of p. So this will be the solution. The index here, this half here, n here, when it comes to the other part here, it's almost the same thing as the power law of index here. So this one will come to this way because this one is of the number and not on the base, but this one is on the base. Okay, not the number, is on the base. So this base now, since it's on the base now, to come to this part, it will be that is n, that will be inverse of it, that's 1 over n. So it means that if we have a number here, we have what to be one of that number, and this will be the expression of it. So we also have the other one. If you have a question, so maybe we want to change the base. Okay, let's discuss about changing of base. Let me try to roll this one, create more space there. If we're discussing about changing of base, that is we have 7, that's log 7. Changing of base, if you have a log of base a of q. So if we want to change a base, okay, we want to change a base. This is what I call log of changing of base. Maybe we want to change this base to another 10 entirely. So what do you say? How do you do that? This one to be equal to, you use this one to divide it. Find this base. Maybe the base you want to use, let's say you want to change the base to base p, to have the p in common. So that will be log of p, okay, or a log of base p of a number, let's say q. For the first one divided by the second one, that's the log of p, and what divided by what, this base here, which is what, a. I get now. So we change this base from a to p. Okay, we change the base from a to p. You can see the base here, they have the same base here. This is called changing of base. Okay, this is called changing of base. This is called changing of base. Okay, these are the most very important law of logarithm. You should take note if you are dealing with logarithm. This is also very more important of logarithm that you should also take notes. Okay, that you also take notes. That is, you also take note. That is very, very important. So if you study, if you can understand all these 7th law of indices, if you can understand the way it's been derived, the way if you can cram it off it, I think you are free to go to solve any question based on this logarithm. So you are free to go to solve any question based on this logarithm. I get now. So you are free to go to solve any question based on this logarithm. So if you have any question before I proceed with the class, you can let me know in the comment section. If you have any question before I proceed with the examples, you can let me know in the comment section. So I will able to treat like 3 to 4 examples, and then before I end the live class today, I'll be able to teach to 3 to 4 examples before I end the live class today. So if you have any question, do wait to give a like to this video. If you have any question, go to the comment section and also ask your question if you have any question before I proceed to the next class. I'd like to, if you don't have any question, you can let me know in the comment section, say we should proceed to the class so we can continue with the class. You can continue with the class. If you don't have any question, you can let me know so we can proceed with the class. So if you don't have any question, let me know in the comment section by saying proceed so we can proceed with the class. Okay, if you don't have any question, let's respond so we can continue with the class. Okay, I'm waiting for your response before we go to more example number 8. We pick the subscribe example for the past questions. So if you don't have any question, let me know in the comment section by saying proceed so I can move to the next step. Okay, I should proceed. Okay. So I can see that we will respond here. I should proceed to the next. Okay, let me show you one example. And let me start the example from the smallest example for the easiest example so we guys can understand it more better. So I would like to share you like 2 to 3 examples here I have with me here from the past question. Okay, from the past question, I would like to question more. Let me know in the comment section if you have any question. Oh, network is bad. Oh, sorry for that. Network is bad. I think it's network. I hope the network is okay in that area now. I hope it's okay back. I think this network has went off. Yeah, I don't understand the network tonight. Talk, I hope you are there with us. Talk, I hope you are there with us. I do not understand. Which part you don't understand there? Which part that you don't understand there? Which part you don't understand there? Which part you don't understand there? Tokwe, which part you don't understand there? So you don't understand which part you don't understand there? Which part you don't understand there? Let me know which one you don't understand there. It's the network that broke. Let me know which part you don't understand there. So we can. Okay. Oh, everything was blank. Hey, why? Network is network. So you mean that you don't understand the is this example you don't understand of the law of logarithm I explained you don't understand? So please let me know. Before we proceed, I want to give you another question. So which part you don't understand there? Which part that the network went off? Which parts? Let me know in the comment section. Which part you don't understand there? Okay, is all the example. Okay, let me see the example. The example I give. Okay, this is the example I give, and this is the question I solved in the example. Okay, the question said that it's only one example because I still have like two to solve. I just like it is worse. Okay, I just one new message now. It was when 12 starts example. Okay, the example went off. Okay, so let me explain this example again. So the example said that we have log of 16 divided by log of 32. Okay, log of 16 divided by log of 32. Now if I try to solve this question here, in order to solve it, it is quite very simple. Now you look at this, hold on, if you look at this, something is common to this 16 and 32. If you look at it, it is 2. I can say that this 2 are 2. I want to convert it to what, to index. This 2 is power of 4. 2 is power of 4 will give us 16. And also likewise 32. 32 is also what, 2 is power of 5. I get now. 2 is power of 5 is also what? 32. I get now. Now let me place, instead of me writing 16, and then say that 2 is power of 4, we have this. Now 2 is power of 4 will give us the 16. And likewise, we have 2 is power of 5 will give us 32. We give us 32. Now, in this place now, here we have a index here. This is the number with power of 4. According to the third law I showed you, the third law I gave you in the law of logarithm, this p with power of q here, this q multiplied by the multiplied by this one log. That is why I have this p q multiplied by log here. That's why I have log p of the base a. So likewise, this 4 we multiply by this one log 2, and also this 5 multiplied by this log 2. So when I raise this 4 by this log 2, I have 4 log 2. And same likewise base 1, likewise of this 5 also, this 5 becomes like 5 log 2, and we have log 2 which is common to both sides then. I get down. So this log 2 will cancel this log 2. I get down. So now remains 4 over 5. So that is the reason why I get what? That is 4 over 5 as our answer. That's why we get 4 over 5 as our answer. I hope it is well understood now. I hope you are getting it now. I hope you're getting it now. So do you have any? Can we pose this with another example? Can you pose it with another example? Okay, well understood. Okay, let's move to the next example, and I'll pick this example from WAEC past question. Okay, let me pick the example for WAEC past question. I'll pick the example for WAEC past question. Okay, let's say the question is that we should evaluate. So let's say this example 2. Okay, we have the question say we evaluate. We have the question says evaluate. We have log of, okay, log of base 10. Okay, log of root 35, okay, plus we have log of base 10 of the number is what, root 2, minus we have log of, okay, log of base 10, okay, and the root is root 7. We have it root 7. This root is root 2. We have root 2 here, and we have root 7 here, and we have root 35 here. So now you ask a question: how do we attempt to solve this kind of mathematics question? How do we solve this mathematics question? If you were to ask this question in this coming, although it has option, but our way this is it. This question is from Y past question. It is objective, but I don't write the objective out. So let's look at how we can solve this solution, how we can solve this kind of question. If you see this question in this upcoming WAEC examination, how do you attempt to solve it? So let's look at how we can solve it, the question together. Again, now let's look at how we can solve the question together. Now, if we should look at this now, okay, this let me write the question out. We have a log of, okay, base 10, okay, we have root of 35, okay, plus we have log of, okay, base 10, we have the root of 2, minus we have a log of base 10, we have the root of 7. Now if we should look at it now, if you should look at it and study it very well, you know that both of it, they have square roots. And if you remember, in law of logarithm, in law of indices, if you have something like this, or if you have a root of a, is same thing as say a raised power 1 minus 1, a raised power 1 over 2. This 1 over 2 is the same thing as what? As root a. 1 over 2 we have as the power is the same thing as what? As root a. If you still remember when I gave you the roots last class, when I gave you the fraction, I said the fractional index. If you have unit as the fraction, it will be the square of that particular base. I get now. So this one now, it means that this one is raised power of 2, and also raised power of 1 over 2. This also raised power of 1 over 2. So anyway, it's square now, it is raised power of 1 over 2. So therefore, this one becomes, that is log of base 10, this 35, okay, raised power 1 over 2, plus, okay, the second one also, which is the log, okay, of base what? The log of base 10, and the number here is 2 raised power 1 over 2, because the square root, that is 1 over 2, that is plus, that is minus, we have the log of base 10, and this one is 7 raised power 1 over 2. So they both was for 1 over 2, they are in 1 over 2. So if we look at it now, so this one is a power. This one will give us a power index now, a power law of logarithm, which means that this minus 1 over 2 will multiply by this log here. The same thing applicable is the power. This one, this index here, we moved back to the logarithm here. This index here, we moved back to this logarithm here. So this one simply becomes, that will be log of, that will be log of, okay, sorry, it is, let me clean this one out. That is not nice. So this simply means that this 1 over 2 will come to the other part and multiply by this logarithm here. So that will be 1 over 2, okay, 1 over 2 log of 35, okay, we have base 10. We have plus, the same thing applicable to this, that is 1 over 2, and here whereby we have this one as log of base 10, we have a 2, and minus, the same thing applicable to this 1 over 2 will come to here, that is 1 over 2, and this will be log of, okay, base 10 of 7. Now you can see how easy and how it is being break down. You can see how easy and how it is being break down. I get that. You can see how easy and how it is being break down. So if you look at it now, 1 over 2 is common to both sides. 1 over 2 is common here. This one also 1 over 2 is common here. 1 over 2 is common here. So you can factorize that one outside. Let's take this 1 over 2 outside then. If we take this 1 over 2 outside then, so now what would be the answer if we take the 1 over 2 outside? So if I should take this 1 over 2 outside now, it will be equal to, that is 1 over 2, okay? Let me open bracket for you because I want to find the factorize. I want to take 1 over 2 outside because it's common to this part. It's also common to this part, also common to this part. So let's take it outside. So when you take 1 over 2 outside, that means that it's the mix of log of base 10 of 35, okay, plus this one we mix with log of base 10 of 2. You have minus, it means what log of base 10 of 7. I get that. So let me close the bracket. Now this place you can apply the what? The multiplication law of indices here. Okay, this one we can apply the multiplication law of indices here. Now if you know that, if you still remember the multiplication law of indices, that was the first law I gave you, which said that, okay, let me share it with you. If you have it like this, that it means that if you have log of base a, p multiplied by q is also the same thing as pq, and this one we separate as what? As log, because this p and q they share base what? This log of base a, we can see it like this. So therefore, if you have an expression like this, if you have an expression like this can also be the solution of it. Again, now let's apply it now. Let's apply it. Let's apply it to what we have here, the stage we have here. Let's apply it there. So if you want to apply it now, how do we apply that? Now if you look at this one will give us multiplication of indices. Why this one is division? This one is divided by this, so we are multiply this one together. Log base 10 is common to both sides. Log base 10 here is also what? Log base 10. They are what? They are common. Again, log base 10, they also common. You can also simplify the log base 10 outside. So this is log base 10. So let's make it as log base 10. Now that will be equal to 1 over 2. Okay, open brackets. Okay. So in this one, that will be equal to log of base 10. So that means that this multiplied by this, that is 35. Okay, multiplied by 35 multiplied by what? By this number here, which is 2. Again, which is 2. And this number here, because log base 10 is okay, let me first write this one before I solve this. Let me write this one. That is minus what? Minus log of base 10 of 7. Now if we should multiply this one, 32 times 3, if we should multiply it, so what do we get? 35 rather. We have 35 times 2. If we multiply it, we get as what? As 70. Do you understand? We have 70. So let me close the bracket here. So that means that 1 over 2, if we open bracket here, that will be log of base 10. Okay, log of base 10. And here we have 35 times 2, we have 70 minus log of, okay, base 10 of 7. So if you look at it now, this also here will also give us as division. Okay, according to the division law of logarithm, we change to minus. If you look at the expression I have wrote here, the second law I gave here, that is equal to, that is log of base p divided by q. The same thing we have a p divided by q here. It gives us as p log of base p minus log of base a of q, and that is what we get. Now if you should apply the same thing here, if you should apply the same thing we have here, that simply means that we have that simply means this one we have to divide. Since we have log of base 10 is common to both sides here, so therefore we have 1 over 2 open brackets. Okay, open brackets. So log of base 10 is common to both sides. That is log of base 10. If you take the log of base 10, that will be what? 70 divided by because minus we change to division at the log of logarithm divided by 7. I get now. Now that will close what? Close bracket. Now if we do the simple mathematics here, now that is 7 here, 1, 7 and 70, that gives us as 7. Are you following the class? That will give us as 7. So that means that we have our 7, we have 7 here. So this one means that we have 1 over 2, okay, open bracket. Okay, 1 over 2 open bracket. Why this one becomes what? That is because this one are divided by this, we have what? We have 7 divided by 70. That is 10 rather. I say 7. That is 10. Don't make a mistake. 70 divided by 7. That is 10. So this one we have 10. It's not 7. I made a mistake. We have 10. I get now. So that means that we have a log of base 10 of 10. Means that we have a log of base 10 of 10. Again, here means that we have log of base 10 of 10. Now, if you look at this now, log of base 10 and 10, this log of a number which is 10 of this base, they have the same base and the same. They have the same number and the same base. And according to the law of logarithm that I explained in the which law that I explained? Okay, I explained the law 4 here. If you have a log of a base and the number is the same thing as the base, the answer is equal to 1. So if we should come here, that means that what this log of 10 of base 10 is equal to 1. So therefore, this one becomes, that's 1 over 2 more open bracket. This one becomes 1. We have 1. So when they multiply together, 1 over 2 multiplied by 1, that's equal to what? 1 over 2. So that means that the solution to this numerical problem is equal to 1 over 2 is equal to half. I get on. Is equal to 1 over 2, and which is equal to half. So do you have any question? I hope you will understand it. Hope you are getting this. If you have any question, you can let me know in the comment section. If you have any question. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. I hope you understood. If you know how, so we can proceed to the next question. Okay, please can you explain? Okay, can you explain shortly? Okay, let me be explaining shortly, right? Okay, let me be explaining it. Let me start from this part. Let me explain it. So what I'm trying to explain here, the first thing here, when you're given this question, evaluate that is log of base 10, log of root 3 base, root 35 base 10 plus log of root 2 base 10 minus log of root 7 base 10. Now the first thing is consider the root here. Since the root is common to both sides, if at all the root is not common to both sides, you look at the one to avoid mistake. You first convert the roots back to the normal mathematics. So this one is also means that this, according to law of logarithm, law of indices I explained. Like I said that logarithm and indices, they are almost the same thing. This word, if you have root of a is same thing as a raised power 1 over 2. The index of this a is what? 1 over 2. The same thing applicable to what I have here. So when I write the question out here, and let's say that this word, this 35, this square root, I write the square root here, this is 5 is raised power of what? 1 over 2. And this 2 here is also raised power 1 over 2. And this 7 here is also raised power what? 1 over 2 because of the square root we have here. That's why it's raised power of 1 over 2. Now, the step I did here, this 35 is power 1 over 2, this is the index. So the index here we multiply according to the power law of logarithm. It means that the index here we multiply by the logarithm. So that is the 1 over 2 multiplied by this logarithm here. That's I have this one. So this 1 over 2 will come to this part. That's I have this one. The 1 over 2 will come to this part. That's I have this part. Now, The next thing we have to do here, I said that we should consider, because this is the first time, the second time, and the third time. So if you look at it, the 1/2 is common to this place, common to